Most relationships thrive on intimacy and sex, right?
Yes.
But what do you do when your partner no longer wants to have sex with you? Well, a recent article in newmiddleclassdad.com says the partners have to acknowledge that one of them no longer gets his or her basic needs satisfied within the relationship, and something has changed. So what do you think? If you're in a sexless relationship, and I'm not talking about due to medical reasons, and feel like you need, your needs aren't being met, do you have the right to get it elsewhere?
So this comes off a topic that me and Adrian had.
Yes.
And we paused it, or as Adrian said, we paused it.
We paused
it. Because I really was interested to hear your take. And it was basically, it was actually me. I have a friend who's going through a situation right now, and she found her husband had pictures of a nude woman who he used to be dating way back before her, sent to him. And she asked me, what do I do? What do I do? And of course, if you guys know me after years of this show, I would be out. I don't care if it's Jeezy, I don't care, I'd be out, right? But then she said, you know what? We have 3 kids and I want to try to work this out with him. So that said, when I brought the story to Adrian, you had a different view. Yeah. And when you found out that he did have indeed pictures of cheating, and I told you that they haven't had sex.
In a very long time.
In 5 years.
5 years.
Wow.
5 years.
Exactly, Sonia.
Wow.
So I understood, my perspective was I understood the perspective of this woman and why I actually felt it was very mature of her to have forgiveness for him, because she also understood the role that she possibly played in this happening. Me and Jeannie, before I got married, had a great conversation about the conversations that you have to have with your spouse prior to marrying them, and bring up all the craziest circumstances and situations that you could ever imagine and see how you'd work them out. Obviously, those changes evolve and so on and so on.
Right.
But for us and in my marriage, sex is a really important part of that.
Is the person allowed to cheat if you're not giving them sex in a relationship? Finish that statement. Yes or no?
I believe yes, if there's a certain expectation that is required that you
Yes, they're allowed to cheat if you're not getting sex.
I believe if you
pass the baton. Pass the baton.
No, it's
Come
not
on.
that way.
Come on.
Let me explain. Let me explain. I don't think you have the right to cheat. I think cheating is a very cowardly act. I think you have the right to tell somebody, listen, if that's not what we're doing, I have needs, so I'm going to do something else.
And that's where you said communication is
communication.
Well,
that's
definitely
not,
communication.
I'm not telling you nothing and we out here giving it to everybody. No, but I think you have the right to say, this is an issue for me. I think that those are grounds for divorce, in my opinion.
I think, in my opinion, if you are married, you never have the right to cheat, ever.
Betrayal.
But once you cheat, you have broken the vows. Yep. Completely.
So
there is never...
What you're saying is, cheat is if you don't tell the other person.
Correct.
But if you tell the other person and then y'all say...
And that's your arrangement, bravo, that's for you. Yeah. But I feel like if you're lying and scheming, that's cheating. Cheating is this other person has no idea.
You're not allowed to go have sex with another person. Like, you're not allowed, period. That's cheating.
But I do believe... You know people that have stepped out and actually been like, I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
I know, we talked about it.
And also, some people cheat and they realize that that's not what they want, and then they come back.
Right, but we just are sticking on whether or not cheating is right or okay.
If you are not having sex with
it's not right, it depends. Because sometimes you have...
Thank you.
I know y'all said don't talk about medical conditions, but as you get older, things happen.
Depression even makes you not want to have sex.
It don't work.
Postpartum.
Do you throw away like 25 years, 30 years with somebody
sometimes it don't work.
But Lonnie, are you saying that you're allowed to cheat because you're not getting sex at home?
If your marriage is 30 years...
Answer that yes or no.
If your marriage is 30 years and it's good and it don't work and you might hurt that person's feelings, I will stand there and say, you go out and take care of yourself. I will say that.
And on that, we have to take a break, but there's more girl chat coming up after this.
Lonnie, you cannot say that.
You're watching The Real.
No, don't take that advice.